I was going around recording the levels, and I got a game over. But because I'm an idiot, I let it play out so that I could get the footage of a game over happening in case I needed it for something. Well, if that wasn't the stupidest thing I ever did, I don't know what was, because I hadn't saved up to that point. And a game over means it's back to the... Oh no. Oh no! So I cheated. I used a password to get back to Bongo Hills, where I was. I figured it was okay to do this because it's not like I skipped any levels, I just saved time in getting back to where I was. I also got 99 lives, which you may think is an advantage, but really all it is a time saver. If you lose 3 lives and get a game over, you go back to the title screen and have to use the password or load up a save in order to try again. If you have 99 lives, it just makes it less tedious. But little did I know that using passwords instead of using the save feature would be far worse for me in the long run, but we'll get to that later. For now, I'm playing a Rayman. This is the playing Rayman song. 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 I'm old now. I'm old. I'm playing Rayman and I'm old. We interrupt this exciting montage to bring you some game analysis. In Rayman, like many platforms, there are slippy surfaces. Nobody likes these ever. I honestly prefer water levels to slippy slidey levels. I can't stand the feeling of being out of control of my character, and the practical inability to change direction. It's shit. But Rayman in some areas got it right. In Allegro Presto, there's a level where it's all about these long, slippy platforms that you can use to accelerate rapidly to extreme speeds. And it's fun, aside from being unable to react to the obstacles. But overall, once you know the level, it's fun to slide and jump around because you're not at risk of sliding off a platform to your death. You're encouraged to go fast and not worry too much and be all carefree, and it's great. But then they have the complete worst implementation of incredibly demanding, accurate, calculated slippy jumps on tiny platforms. Look at the size of these things. It's atrocious. It's abhorrent. These platforms don't deserve a platform. They should be deported. I hate them. But Rayman has a game mechanic that I'm not sure was intended that solves this problem, and it's got to do with the way Rayman behaves on slippery surfaces. If you're on a slippy surface and move left or right, you decelerate very gradually, and if you jump while sliding, you're completely locked into an arc dependent on your current speed. This makes sense when you're going 100 miles an hour, but not really when you're just edging forward. Moving the tiniest bit on a slippy surface means you can't change direction even if you try to right yourself with a jump. It's frustrating. But remember earlier I was talking about standing jumps being better for adjusting your position in the air? The same holds true for slippy platforms. If you manage to do a standing jump from a slippy platform, you can easily dictate where you're going to land. The only problem is when you land while holding left or right, as you're likely to be doing as you reach a new platform, you're counted as walking on that platform immediately, which causes Rayman to slide forward, meaning you're likely to simply fall off the other edge and die. So in order to negate the slippy state, you have to start with a standing jump, readjust yourself in the air, and then leave enough time for you to let go of the directional buttons and fall straight down. With 0 horizontal speed, there is 0 horizontal movement, and thus no slipping. From here, you merely need to do another standing jump to retain control of Rayman and bypass this piece of shit level forever. Anyway, back to your montage. The fuck? Stop! Okay, fuck this. I'm gonna look up what the hell to do. I don't get it. I've come this far, this level's a bitch. Unfortunate, is it? Habit, does he? Squashed, am I? What do? I duck. Okay, I guess I could have figured that out. Mr. Sax was the second boss, and much like Mosquito, he was tough, but predictable. Once I got a handle on his pattern, he wasn't too hard to take down. Penis.
Hang on, didn't I just beat you? Why are you dancing? Are you dancing out of respect? Out of fear? You're certainly not happy about it. Do you speak saxophone? I can't speak guitar. Don't know why I asked, really. The next area is the Blue Mountains, where these cute little rock horses live. Well, what do you know, there's a guy coming to get me. He's got his fire in his eyes, he wants to kill me, oh dear, oh boy, I'm going. I'm jumping away. Oh god, here he comes. Oh. God fucking damn it! Okay, so I got past that bit. Oh no! Okay, so I got past that bit too. Now, what do I do here? Shit, okay, we got more bouncing magma balls. Fuck! Okay, I better talk about the appearing out of nowhere bullshit. Whoever designed the levels in Rayman seems to have an obsession with surprises. All throughout the game, things will pop into existence if you move to certain locations. You could be walking and suddenly there's a projectile flying your way and you just have to react fast enough or you get fucked. Not only that, but there are a ton of leaps of faith you're expected to take. If you jump in just the right area sometimes, a platform will appear out of nowhere right under you. Sometimes it's kind of obvious where these jumps are because there's a bunch of tings, these are called tings by the way, leading you towards that area. But other times, you just have to make a complete guess. There are even a few moments where useful things appear just as you're about to touch the level ending sign, which often is too quick for you to register and you end up touching the sign before you have a chance to collect it. I mean, that's a massive dick move. Seeing the end of level sign is such a relief. All the pain and torment and stress you went through is finally about to be over, so naturally, you're gonna rush towards it. But if you do that, sometimes you get punished by missing out on things. Now, this doesn't happen often, and really, extra lives that appear aren't so bad to miss out on. But this one instance, a cage appears. You know, the Electoon cages, you need to free them all and stuff, that's the point of the game. So not only does this punish you for being happy that you're at the end of an extremely stressful endeavor, but it forces you to go through that whole area again if you want to collect that cage. If you go back to an area, you have to do every level again. And for this place in particular, I never want to have to do that. It was hell. I'll let that one go, but Jesus. Anyway, back to the game. I got here again. What do I do? This time I'm at full health, I killed the magma balls, I'm fine, but what, do I go to that? I mean, there's spikes here, so how... Okay, I just did it wrong, but can you blame me? Can you? I mean, did this platform covered in spikes look like it was possible to stand on at all? I thought I needed to make something appear through some convoluted means. You see how that game mechanic sucks, dick? You're never sure what's actually there in the level. Did I make a mistake? Or is it just that I didn't find the secret? You never want to have to ask that question. Even in church. After the Blue Mountains is Picture City, which is quite a large step up in difficulty. So large that it caused me to run out of my 99 lives I got from cheating that one time. Now I have to start using up my continues. It's just the swingy things. No floor, no second chances. One slip up, and I'm doomed. I can't take this oppressive atmosphere. I mean, it's cool, the thunder sound effects really fills me with despair. 10 out of 10. But now, I think it's a good time for another game analysis. These swing rings are pretty satisfying to connect to, but connecting to them is often a huge pain in the ass. The hitbox, like most things in this game, is pretty vague, and throwing a punch can be quite difficult if the rings are moving, as they do here. Thankfully, it doesn't matter if the punch connects on the way out or the way back in, so you can save yourself if you miss the shot. Sometimes. The proper way to jump off the ring is difficult to discern. You would think that as it appears to have momentum physics, you should jump off at the speediest tangent, which would be around here, logically. But in some places, like here, you're supposed to jump earlier in order to make it over this spiked yin-yang. It's very hard to time properly. As you can see here, I'm attempting to find the speediest tangent in order to swoop upways and land on the pencil sharpener, but it's not going so well. Any tangent other than the speediest tangent will not suffice in my goal. And that's it. No more continues.
Don't give up, dude. Aren't there cheat codes? Maybe you can use those.
I don't want to cheat. I want to be able to say, I beat Rayman legitimately.
There's this one cheat code here that just gives you a bunch of lives. That means you can still beat the levels legit, right? Remember the thing?
A bunch of lives? I see. Yes, thank you, Brother Hippo. I am invigorated. I'm getting up.
Brother Hippo?
I have the fortitude to continue. I will complete this game. 99 lives and full health PAL version. Pause the game and then press and hold L2, R1, L1 and R2 in that order. Then release them in the order L1, L2, R2, R1, and then press and release triangle, and then press and hold right circle, square, X in that order, and release in the order right X square circle. The game will unpause and you will have 99 lives and full health. How the fuck do I do this? I don't know, buddy. Okay, I can do this. I just gotta do 12 perfect jumps over these rings and not make a single mistake to get to the checkpoint. You know, it's really unfathomable that you're expected to get to the end of this level without having 99 lives. Getting to the first checkpoint of level 2 cost me 12 lives, which translates to about 3 continues. Each continue only gives you 3 lives, but 0 also counts. So that's 4 chances times the number of continues, which is at best 20 tries to beat an entire area. Getting here cost me 12 lives, leaving me with 8 to beat the next level, which is by leaps and bounds the hardest level so far, which incidentally took away a further 27 lives. Jesus fuck. And that's not even considering that you have to fight the boss of Picture City right afterwards. Wanna guess how many lives she stole from me? How much of my soul was ripped from my chest? A further 27 lives. That's a grand total of 66. It's almost a devil number.
This next bit was recorded really badly, but I cannot be bothered to re-record it. So I will take over. I am the man behind the door, under the kitchen, and some such other places. So let's think about this. I was expected to beat this first level, which gave me a lot of trouble. This second level, which almost broke me. The hardest level in the game so far, and then a boss. How could I have been doing that without having to have done the 99 lives cheat for 99 lives? Wow, this script doesn't really work for my voice, but I am being paid with buckets of bolts, so I suppose I will continue anyway. Oh wait, no, that's my bit done for today. But I will return, I guess.
Lives aren't even that easy to get. You can occasionally find some of them in deliberately hard to reach places in certain levels, like at the end of a fucking Gauntlet of Death hard to reach, where you're likely to lose a few lives just getting to it, rendering it completely pointless. And the other way to get lives is by collecting 100 tings, but I've never seen that happen. Not once have I ever stayed alive long enough to collect 100 tings. It's impossible. It can't be done. I don't believe it. So yeah, if you're playing Rayman, the 99 lives code isn't a cheat, it's a game mechanic. Anyway, Space Mama isn't just any old boss. She's the second hardest boss in the game. Mr. Sex, Mega Man, Bug, all trivial compared to this washing machine, space ass, pressure cooker, stage performing, laser bazooka wielding biatch. Huh, that's a lot of things. In the interests of saving time, let me just explain her pattern instead of going through the whole rigmarole of pretending to react live to what I pre-recorded. Fridge from stage right. If you don't know it's coming, fuck you. Mama jumps out. Why were you in there? She'll begin to shoot in your direction and then move towards you. You can't jump over her, so the only way to prevent yourself from being cornered is to hit her in the face before she starts firing. If you manage to hit her a couple times, she'll jump away and begin phase 1. In phase 1, the sound, alerting you that Mama is about to land in your current position. Once she lands, she'll shoot towards you, jump away again, and repeat. You need to time a punch to hit her head just as she lands, or right after she shoots, in order to damage her. The time window is very small, and the hitbox is even the same size. At around 6 health, she'll jump into the top left corner with a different spinny animation signifying phase 2. Phase 2 is a lot of bullshit until you memorize the pattern, at which point it becomes a lot of waiting around. She starts by flying across the screen and spawning what looks like pressure cookers that explode and become projectiles. She does a bunch of patterns that are easy to avoid by ducking in the bottom left under her health bar. You cannot find me. After the simple patterns, she'll start putting on the pressure. When you get to this point, run to the right and duck immediately, because Space Mama is about to fly in from that side. Run back and duck again. Now the next bit expects you to crawl from here to here in the same amount of time. Basically impossible unless you start moving before it looks safe to do so. Your face will scrape by the lethal projectiles and allow you just enough time to get to the end of phase 2 unscathed.
You may be overdoing it with the silly voice, but what do I know? I'm just a robot.
Phase 3 is where I keel over and die IRL.
It's not as bad as it seems, really. I was exaggerating for effect. You know, I like Rayman. It's a 10 out of 10 game experience. You should try it. You really should. It's on some sort of device. You'll probably play it on PC. That'll be quite good, wouldn't it? It's a Rayman 1. It's a 10 out of 10 game.
Mama hides behind her washing machine and fires at you in a pattern. It's definitely a pattern. It's just very difficult to memorize, especially when occasionally the sound effect plays when she doesn't even fire a shot, as if it's deliberately trying to throw off my rhythm. In this phase, you have to punch her washing machine 6 times while dodging her laser blasts. When you hit the washing machine, she fires faster. Now, dodging these lasers may seem simple enough, but consider the context that you find yourself in phase 3 of Space Mama's fight. You've been through 3 extremely difficult levels, each one more mind-breaking than the last. You've probably been caught off guard by the fact that on top of all that, you have to fight a boss and have to quickly figure out how to damage her and how to dodge everything in multiple phases of attack, and inevitably die over and over again. Finally, you manage to get past phase 2 and you're in the final stretch. So you get anxious and a little jumpy. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. What do I do? What do I do? Don't fuck it up. What do I do? Don't fuck it up. What do I do? What don't I do? Do fuck it up. After all that, you're just gonna throw it at me? Okay.
Oh! It's a stupid game. I don't like it at all. Dude, maybe you should stop.
Oh, Brother Hippo! I knew you'd come!
Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
You see what this game has done? It has pushed me beyond my limits. It has broken me. And it's very cool. Oh!
Jesus fucking Christ, what was that?
Hippo! I have just had a magnificent premonition! I see my Patreon skyrocketing!
Oh, jeez.
And more deliciously, more delectably, I see Rayman utterly completed! Complete! 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 Complete, Hippo! It's complete, I say! Completed! Complete! Complete! Lighting's bad, but complete! Completed! The lighting keeps changing, I keep going out of frame, but complete! Complete! Complete, Hippo! Complete! Complete!